ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪಯಣ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದು ನ್ಯಾನೋ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ಅಧ್ಯಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ.
Welcome to Nano Fabrication Center, National Nano Fabrication Center. So what we do here is that we make devices in the nano or micro sizes. Okay. So all of you, I hope, knows the nano and the micro sizes, right? 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to minus 9. So when you make devices at that small dimension, you have to have a special place. You cannot just do in a normal lab because if you're making very small lines and somebody walks by, that's a vibration, right? So that creates a mistake. So when you're making devices at that small thing, there's a lot of things that we need to take care of. And you see all these pictures here? This is here because you can actually make out from here how the different sizes. So if you see Sachin Tendulkar, he is around 5'6", right? He's in the meter scale, right? And from there, where is the semiconductor? So a chip is around 1 centimeter. And coming to small components, it's all in 1 mm. And if you really see, right, if you see here, your hair is 100 micron. If your hair is very, very healthy and you put it in SEM, you know SEM, scanning electron microscope, if you look at it, it will be around 100 micron. And most of the things that we make will be smaller than that. Okay, so you will see that the guys inside will wear some special suit. They will look like they are going to space because nothing should fall down. One hair down, if your devices are that small and one hair falls down, the whole thing is gone, right? So that's why the cleanliness is so very important. So these are heaters. You have seen heaters at home, right? It will be really huge. You can see how small these are. So this is how you actually manage your mobile phones. Your mobile phone is becoming smaller and smaller because your devices are becoming smaller and smaller in micron and nano size devices. So this is a scanning electron microscope. So in case you are making micron size devices, you can see microscope. But in case you are doing really nano size devices, you would use this scanning electron microscope. So this is where we do nanolithography. So if you are going to make nano devices, this is where we do. Somebody was asking me about packaging, right? So you can see here. So these are MEMS pressure transducers which are made for aircrafts. Okay, so now the actual device is only this much. It's a MEMS scale. Inside will look like that, but outside the device is this small. But then you package it so that it is, at the end it will be as big as that. So it will have protection from electrical shocks, mechanical shocks, everything completely packaged. It will look like that.
ವಾಯು ಒತ್ತಡ, ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಮರುಬಳಕೆ, ನ್ಯಾನೋ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಹೀಗೆ ಬೆರಗುಗೊಳಿಸುವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಹಲವು ಮಜಲುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಂಡು ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ತಲುಪಿದ್ದು ಅಪರೂಪದ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ.
Good evening everyone, so nice to have you here. So I am Satish Wadyar, chairperson of this supercomputer center. There are many departments in the institute which does these kinds of modeling and simulations, which is all about trying to mimic the physical phenomenon and try to come up with new findings based on that, right? So this involves a lot of calculations. If you do all these calculations on your sequential machine, first of all, it is difficult to accommodate this huge data on your sequential machine. So you need really large scale machines, what we call as supercomputers, right? So just imagine a single computer like a laptop or a desktop. Now we are talking about supercomputers. So the mandate of this particular department is to support such calculations across the institute, and the institute has students like you, right? So who would want to continuously run the simulations day, night, etc. So this is a 24/7 service. One example of this is our latest supercomputing facility. We call this as Param Pravega. This is a machine provisioned under National Supercomputing Mission, NSM. Purpose is to have these supercomputing installations across different institutes who can support them, so that anyone across the country who has a need for such large-scale simulations can log into these machines and use them. So that is the mandate. So your laptop may typically have 4, right, or 6, right? Sometimes when you buy a desktop, it can go up to 6 core and so on. So this has got 33,000 cores. Core is nothing but a computational unit. So there are all these racks. Okay, if you open the racks, you will see machines inside, right? So there are close to 700 to 800 such boxes. They're all connected together by high-speed interconnect. All of these together is imagined as one single gigantic computer. There are CPU kinds of cores, there is something called graphical processing units, GPU kinds of cores. There is huge storage space. This has got 4 petabytes storage, and there is a need for such storage. So on one hand, there is this computing infrastructure. On the other hand, in order to support all of this, there has to be a robust electrical and mechanical infrastructure.
ಹೀಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಅಮೃತ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಯಾತ್ರೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಭಾರತದ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಭೇಟಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನದ ಹರಹು ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅನ್ನುವುದನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೇ ಗಂಟೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ, ಇಂಥ ಅದಮ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಾಕಲು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಮುಡುಪಾಗಿಟ್ಟ ಈ ಮಹನೀಯರ ತ್ಯಾಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ವಿನಮ್ರಗೊಳಿಸಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬೀಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟಂತೆ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಔನ್ನತ್ಯ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಮಾನವೀಯ ಔನ್ನತ್ಯ. ಹೀಗೆ ಆ ಶಿಖರಗಳ ನಡುವಿನ ಆ ಅನುಭವಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶರಣಾಗುತ್ತಲೇ ಇತ್ತು.
ಇದು ಏಷ್ಯಾನೆಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಿ.
ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಏಷ್ಯಾನೆಟ್ ಸುವರ್ಣ ನ್ಯೂಸ್.